And we're back, guys. How's everyone doing? I'm your host, Good Energy, and we have a semifinal to be played, ladies and gentlemen. We have two amazing ladies. That's right, the fifth ranked player in the world, Jasmine Paolini, aka Little Italy, aka Ciao Bella, taking on NCAA champion Peyton Stearns, the 42 ranked player in the world. She's gonna bump up inside the top 30. This is going to be great, guys. Now, Peyton Stearns, 16-11 on the year, 8-2 on clay. She's on a roll. She's won 8 of her last 10 matches. The only 2 losses out of her last 10 came to Ayla Tomljanovic, who just had a little bit more power from that baseline, and Arena Sabalenka in the Madrid round of 16. Again, more power on the baseline. That's the theme to her last couple losses out of her last 10 matches. Here in Rome, we started in the first round, take out Brancaggio, Alan Kalinskaya, Maddie Patty in 3, Osaka in 3, Svitolina in 3. The only player in the open era to win 3 straight matches, having to play a third set tiebreak. That is history. And again, I said I was a little shocked. No one else did that in the open era. You would think with all the matches, I mean, every day they're playing matches that would have happened. But Peyton Stearns is special, guys. She beats Svitolina by really using her athletic ability. I felt she started to make Svitolina a little antsy, to where Svitolina had to just rush and play faster. When watching that match, if I was coaching Svitolina, I would have told her, look, you don't have to take those risks. She's taking too many risks, where, especially when she was up 4-3 in the third set tiebreak, Svitolina really went for it down the line on the deuce side. And I'm like, you don't have to do that, Svitolina. Peyton Stearns slowed up her game. She started to play more conservative because she knows she needs to win that point. And that's what Peyton Stearns does to you. I've talked about her for a long time, and I've been telling you guys to watch out for her because I like her athletic ability. Let's just look at American players. Of all the American tennis players, Peyton Stearns, she's up there, right? In terms of athletic ability, in terms of speed, right? In terms of forehand, she's really, really good, you know? And I just felt it's just she's coached by Tom Hill, who's, we all know is longtime coach of the Greek goddess. And I've just always felt that once she puts it all together, she's going to have deep runs in these tournaments, right? Now, if we're just looking at the American ranked players, she's about to climb the rankings, okay? So she entered this tournament ranked 42nd in the world, but now, I mean, in terms of American players, she was the ninth ranked American player. So in case you don't know, we have a ton of people inside the top 50, right? Now Alicia Parks is ranked 51st. She slid a little bit. And she just lost to Anna Bondar today. But inside the top 50, we have Alicia Parks, Kessler, Peyton Stearns, Ashton Kruger, Danielle Collins, Sofia Kenin, Amanda Anisimova, Emma Navarro, Madison Keys, Pegula, and of course, Coco's the number 2 ranked player in the world and the number 1 ranked American. Now, in terms of Peyton Stearns, she's going to bump herself up in the rankings. But also, when we're talking about American players, I don't know if there's many other players that can beat her consistently, right? I think Peyton Stearns could get Kessler the majority of the times. I think she can get Kruger. Danielle Collins would be a little tough, but I think she can get past Danielle Collins. I think Sofia Kenin would be a little tough, but I think she could speed up Kenin and Amanda Anisimova and Emma Navarro. Right, her and Emma Navarro has had some tough matches. She's beat Keys this tournament. Pegula didn't look good against Elisa Mertens. Coco's probably the only one that can beat Peyton Stearns consistently. Now, last time out against Svitolina, she got her first serves in play, which has been a concern with me. But the 8 double faults has to stop. Tom Hill has to come up with something to reduce those double faults. She only won 55% of her first serves, but she made up for it on the second serve, winning 81% of those. She won 58% of Svitolina's first serve, 28% of her second serve. She had 18 opportunities to break Svitolina. That's a lot. On the other side of the net, Jasmine is also red hot. 20-8. She's got a lot of points she needs to defend between the French Open and SW19, being the only player since Serena Williams to make the French Open and SW19 final back-to-back. That's pretty darn good. Again, she's won 8 of her last 10. The 2 losses came to Sabalenka and Sakari. On that stretch, she's beat Coco at the Porsche Grand Prix. She beat Ostapenko this round, the round of 16. She beat Dana Snyder. She beat Ons, the best shot maker in the world. And now she's taking on Peyton Stearns. Now, here's how this match is going to go, in my personal opinion. Last time out, Jasmine looked really good against Diana. She got 80% of her first serves in play, solid serving, but she was vulnerable, right? She lost 44% of her first serves, 60%, literally about 70% of her second serve, but she had a ton of opportunities to break Diana, 19. In my personal opinion, I think Diana being left-handed presented a lot of challenges for Jasmine that she had to overcome. Peyton Stearns is right-handed. She's not going to have those challenges. I think it's going to be a lot easier attacking with the forehand. Peyton Stearns, she's not going to be able to speed up Jasmine like she did Svitolina. Jasmine wants to play fast. And in fact, the faster Peyton plays, I think it's going to play into Jasmine's hands and make a lot of mistakes for her. My pick in this match is going to be a simple one. I'm going to take Jasmine Paolini to defeat Peyton Stearns. I think it's going to be a great match, but I don't think consistently Jasmine's going to have an issue covering the short ball or going forehand to forehand with Peyton Stearns. I think Peyton Stearns, she's going to have a disadvantage with her serve. I've talked about her serve. Her serve wears her out. Now, she has had a day off. I think that's going to do her wonders, but her serve is going to put her in a lot of tough situations where Jasmine's just going to win points. I'm going to take the more consistent player. I'm going to take the veteran player, the more experienced player, and that's going to be Jasmine to win this match. In the main event, guys, Coco Gauff, the future of tennis, the number 1 ranked American, the number 2 ranked player in the world. Let's get it on, ladies and gentlemen. Now, a loss yesterday to Jasmine Paolini and Sarah Irani on the double side of things, but I think mission accomplished, right? They made the final here last year, her and Roadcliffe, Aaron, right? They lost to Sarah Irani and Jasmine, but I think mission accomplished. Coco's in form, right? She's 22-7. She turned that around very quickly, ladies. I'm not 22. She's 23-7. Turned that around very quickly. Here, she's in the semifinal after taking out Victoria Bocul in 3, Magda Linette straight sets, Emma Raducanu, and last time out, very, very good win over Mira Andreeva. Qinwen Zheng, she is the 6th seed here. The 8th seed, I think. She's the 8th seed here, and 13-7 on the year. Finally getting things heated and hot and just showing that she's in form and she's prime, right? She's won 7 of her last 10 matches. Wins here include Olga Denlovic, Magdalena Freck, Bianca Andreescu, and Arina Sabalenka. She has not dropped the set at all. 6-2 on clay this year. Overall, I mean, pretty good clay player. And a lot of people don't realize she does have more matches on clay. I talked about how during the pandemic, she would drive around Europe in her vehicle just playing clay matches, right? Lower level clay matches. That's how much she loves the clay surface. She's pretty solid on clay, and she's taken on someone she's never beat before, right? So Coco, they played last year on Rome for the first time. Coco won that in straight sets when Coco, of course, in the quarterfinal. Coco's made 3 semifinals here, of course, one being last year. Now, they also played at the Masters, where Qinwen won the first set. She was actually up in the second set. She had a chance to win that Masters title and hold on, but Coco wearing the royal purple, tell you all the time, that royal purple, that means victory, that means prosperity. It just means victory, and she would come back and win that in impressive fashion. She had to break to stay in that match, or Qinwen would have won the match, and she ended up winning in the third set tiebreak. Coco's got her number, but that was hard. This is clay. And Qinwen is a good clay player. We saw last time against Sabalenka, she was jamming the body of Sabalenka. Amazing serve. I mean, they're calling it an ace lob. Look, I've seen some weird bounces. So the announcers were talking about how that bounce was weird. Now, I just talked about Peyton, Stearns, and Jasmine. I saw a match at the ATX. I covered it. The video's on here where Peyton Stearns was playing, I want to say, Katie volley nets. And she went for an overhead lob, and she timed it right. She's going to hit the ball and win the point. Then the ball just exploded to the ground. Like literally, imagine the ball just coming down from the sky. Peyton Stearns, she's getting ready to hit this volley, and the ball just speeds up like 100 miles per hour and explodes to the ground. It was so weird. I don't know, just the laws of physics. I don't even know how that's possible. But we've seen some weird stuff in the past with the balls. Sometimes the balls are just defective. Sabalenka couldn't believe it. It seems like Qinwen put on an amazing service clinic, but Sabalenka didn't like some of those bounces, and they looked pretty weird to me as well. This is the type of matchup here where I think Qinwen's going to have to take advantage of slowing down Coco on the serve. She's got to serve well. She has to create problems to where Coco can't get into her rhythm defending. And last time out against Sabalenka, Qinwen won 82% of her first serves. She had 10 opportunities to break. Now, Coco on the other side of the net in Samira won 73% of her first serves and 7 opportunities to break. This is the type of match where Coco's going to have the athletic ability, being the shorter player, shorter center of gravity. Even though they're about the same height, Qinwen has longer legs. I think Coco's, without a doubt, the better mover. Qinwen talked about being the better mover against Sabalenka and how extending the rally, she's going to have the advantage against Sabalenka because she also moves better than Sabalenka. I don't think she'll necessarily feel that way about Coco, but I think she will try to extend the rally, thinking that she's going to have the advantage. However, this is the problem with that, because as you extend the rally more, unless you're trying to attack her forehand, which Qinwen does have a good forehand, it's just, I don't think it's better than Sabalenka's, and she had to change her game plan against Sabalenka. If Qinwen tries to extend the rally, the problem is she's going to have to keep away from the backhand, because if she's extending these rallies and Coco gets any opportunity to step up with her backhand, it's been on the money. But her forehand's also been on the money because I tell you, clay is a slower surface. She has no issue striking and dominating with her forehand on clay. And I've told you guys this. Slower surface, she can set up the shot and go where she wants to go. Listen, guys, I just think Coco's in form. I think mentally she's in a great spot. She's playing a lot of tennis. Qinwen's going to have to jam the body. Qinwen's going to have to serve very well. And she's going to have to try to extend the rally and stay away from Coco's backhand. That's a lot to do. But when it comes to staying away from her backhand, I don't think that's going to work. And I don't think even trying to attack her forehand is going to work. I like Coco to win this match, guys. I like Coco to win this match. And I like Coco to win Rome. Win in Rome, go to the backhand. I just think Coco's too good. She's too strong. She's looking very confident, very mentally stable. The interviews are calm, relaxed. She's in a good place right now. And watch out, guys. She wins Rome, she's probably going to win the French Open too. Tennis Cinnamon, let me know who you like in this video. Comment below. I like Coco and Paolini in the final here. That's going to be a blockbuster.